Alright, so it is every parent's pleasure to see his or her daughter excelling and performing very well in school, especially in the subject field mathematics, right? But it is not every parent that is so much concerned about the performance of their kids in class. And so there are so many things that some of the kids are not able to do when it comes to the basics of mathematics, which when they get to the upper level in their education, they find it very difficult to comprehend with the topics that they face in mathematics. This is the reason why some kids, when they get to class 5, class 6, Form 1, Form 2, when they get to the SHS, then they begin to fear mathematics. You understand? They develop some kind of hatred for mathematics. It is all because of the weak foundation that they built from their infant stage, from basic 1, basic 2, basic 3. You understand it? But in this video, we're going to talk about some few things that we need to help our kids to understand in order for them to build a very strong foundation before they get to the upper primary and to the GHS and to the SHS in terms of mathematics, right? So one of the things that we need to look at is their times table. You understand it? There are so many kids that do not know how to do their times table. When you ask them to recite a times table, 2 times table, 3 times table, 4 times table, 5 times table to the 12 times table, and even beyond, they cannot recite it. And this is a very big challenge in their mathematics. You know, in mathematics, almost every question that you will solve from your upper primary to your GHS and to the SHS involve multiplication. And if your child doesn't know this multiplication and basic tricks in the multiplication, they cannot be able to comprehend with the topics that they're going to face in future. Secondly is addition and subtraction. Somebody will say, oh, addition and subtraction is just it's what we know about mathematics. So even when we talk about mathematics, generally we are referring to addition and subtraction. But no, there are certain aspects in the addition and subtraction that your kids don't know, especially when it comes to subtraction, because there are certain things that the kids have to know how to borrow from one place to another, how to know whether this number can be able to be subtracted from this number without getting a wrong answer. Because for example, when you ask a kid, let's say 50 minus 49, say you are mature, so when I ask you that question, you can be able to answer and say the answer is 1. But when you give it to a child to solve it practically on a paper, you write 50 minus 49, you write the 50 on top and the 49 downwards, and you just do 0 minus 9, you will get 9. 5 minus 4, you get 1. The answer will be 19. But 19, and you know that 19 is not the answer for 50 minus 49. You understand that? But when you teach the child, when the child is able to understand the concept of how to do subtraction, he will then borrow 1 from the 5 and add it to the 0 to make it 10. Then you get 10 minus 9, you get 1. Then 4 minus 4, you get 0. So your answer becomes 1. Understand it? But so many kids don't know about this. So many people get their subtraction wrong, and they have been in that state, and now they are in their SHS level, and they are not able to do normal subtraction and addition. When it comes to division too, it is something that's very prevalent and very important in the mathematics field, and your child has to know these things. One of the major topics that most students are finding very difficult is division, long division, right? So many students from the upper primary to the GHS to the SHS, most of them don't know how to solve the long division. And so as time goes on, we're going to make a series of videos explaining the tricks and the dynamics of solving long division so that everybody can understand very well. And you can only get that on my YouTube channel. So go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is Patrick01A. And in our next video, we're going to talk about how to learn multiplication times table simply through a song form or through a music form, right? And it's going to be interesting, right? So make sure you follow my page and then go to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you're going to learn much, especially basics in mathematics, right? So if your child is finding it difficult to understand this kind of things, make sure you guide the child to be able to understand these basic things in mathematics. But there are so many people who think that, okay, my child is getting 80, he's getting 90, that's all. But no, he may copy his friends. When you bring the homework to school, he may just take a calculator or the phone to just do the calculations, and he goes. But when it comes to practicality, because it's not a question that he or she is going to use the calculator to solve, you understand it? So don't feed your child with so much with the computer or the calculator to be solving questions. Help them to also use their brain to solve some of the questions, because when you get to the upper level, you're going to find it very difficult, right? I am Sir Patrick. I am your math teacher. I teach Abacus too as well. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we have more to talk about.